In this revision part, we are going to discuss about the questions 21 to 24. 21st question, they have asked to evaluate the logical conditions with the assumed values of a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to, they have given the string 3 and d equal to the string 4. The expressions given are a greater than b by 2, a less than or equal to b by 2. They have given. When you are considering the operator precedence, you have to check for this division. So 20 by 2, here it is 10 and a value is 10. 10 greater than 10 is false. Here 10 less than or equal to 10, yes, it is true. And then 10 not equal to 20, true. Here the value of b is 20 and here 10 as double asterisk 2, so it gives the exponentiation. So 10 to the power of 2, 10 into 2, 10 into 10, that is 100. So here the value of b is 20. 20 equal to 100 means the condition is false, so here it is false. And then here 10 plus 20, 30, greater than 20 into 10 to 100, so the condition is false. And here in this expression you have to get the ordinal of 2. So how you have to find means, here ordinal of a character, it is a built-in function, so you have to specify here character. If it is a character, you can directly specify it as ord of c. If it is a number, you have to give it in a code form such that it returns an integer value, that is the unicode of that given number or the character. Here the ordinal of 2 is the value 50. The ordinal of 2 is the value 50, and when you are going here, the value of 20, b is 20, so 20 into 2 is 40. 40 greater than 50 means the condition is false. 40 greater than 50, so the condition here is the false one. So you can get the value using this ordinal function, which is a built-in function. Next slide. With the same assumed values, here you are going to evaluate some more expressions. Here you see c is equal to d. The condition is false. Here the string is 3 and here the string is 4, so the condition is false. Again, going for this, how you can check the value of c and d means, you have to get the ordinal value of t, ordinal value of f. So here the value is 116 and 102, so this is greater, so the condition is true. Likewise, here the condition is false. And here when coming here, you can see that within double quote they have given the value of c and then d. What you have to do is, you have to get the value of c and then the value of d. Here you can either go for the ordinal of value of t or ordinal value of 4. Here when you are getting into the command prompt line of Python, within double quote C if you are given and entering the next, you will get the value of within the single quote the C, likewise within the single quote D. So this specifies the C and then the D. So when you are getting the ordinal value of C, it gives the value 99, and when you are getting the ordinal value of small letter d, it gives the value of 100. Based on that, the condition is true. If you are considering the ordinal value of this t and then d, here you see that 116 and 112, it gives a false. So what you have to do here is, here the value of c is 3 and here the value of d is 4. You are considering this and evaluating these two expressions. Here you have to consider the string C and consider the string D, that is the character C and then the character D. Based on that character's value, I have evaluated it as true. Why means, here this double quote C produces a single quote C, so you can check it with the command prompt line and then you will be knowing what I am discussing here. So based on that, the value is 99 and 100. Here the condition is true. Here going this, the character C which is equivalent to here this C3, so that is the false condition. And again getting into this D not equivalent to character of ordinal of D. Here first you have to get the value of ordinal of D and then get the value of CHR of that value. So ordinal of D produces the value 100 and then CHR of 100 gives a value D, that is value in the sense it gives a D within the single quote. So here D not equal to that string D, here D means here 4, so here that 4 not equal to that string D. Here I have given the ordinal value of t and then CHR of ordinal value of t. So based on that condition, here d is not equal to that single quote d. So the value is true. What are relational operators and logical operators? This you know very well. So I am skipping this question. Next you have to give the Python expressions for the given conditions, and here they have specified the number 1, number 2 are the both are the numbers. So first is num1 is equivalent to num2. So equivalent symbol is specified with the help of double equivalent. So here it is num1 equal to here, and unequal, here unequal sign is the symbol, and then num1 is a factor of num2. So when will be the number a factor of another number? Means if the number d is divided by that number, then you can say that the number is a factor. For example, 4 divided by 2 is equal to 0. So it is a factor, that is 2 is the factor of 4. Likewise here they are asking num1 is a factor of num2. So when num2 is divided by num1, the remainder should be 0. So you are checking with the modulo division. So if the remainder is 0, then we can say that the divider is a factor. So here num1 is the factor, so here num1 is the divider. So when it is divided, it gives the remainder 0, so it is a factor. Then n num1 is a multiple of num2. So how you can say that? Again by using the modulo division. If it is divided, then it gives a value equivalent. So it is a multiple of num2 means, so here 2, if you are considering the multiple of 2 means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and when 2 is divided by 2 it gives 0. Likewise 4 is divided by 2 it gives 0. So that number should be the multiple. So here the num2 is specified as a divider, that is the divisor. Both num1 and num2 are even. So when a number will be a even, when you add two numbers it gives a even number. So when you are adding the two numbers and if it performs the modulo division, you can say that the numbers are even. So num1 and num2 are even numbers. Moving to the next. In this they have asked about both the numbers should be add. When how to check that both numbers are odd? If you are adding two odd numbers, surely the result will be the even number. So you can check whether the addition of the two numbers gives the remainder 0, then we can say that both the numbers are odd. Moving to the next question, they have asked one of the number is odd and one is the even number. So when you are performing the addition between the even and the odd numbers, it gives the result a odd number. So we can check that whether the modulo division is not equal to 0, then we can say that it is the one is odd and another one is the even number. Then the sum of num1 and num2 is greater than the product of num1 and num2. So num1 plus num2 greater than num1 asterisk num2. Num1 is a multiple of either 3 or 5 or both. So either 3 or 5 or both. So I have checked all these conditions based on this modulo division. Num1 is a multiple of 3 and 5. So here I have specified with the AND operator. In this session, we discussed the questions 21 and 24, 22 and 23. As you all know very well about the operators, I skipped it. In the next session, we can discuss the remaining questions. Thank you.